What? Atty turned around and glanced down at her son. Maddox had his face pressed against the rough-hewn poles and was peering through the small space between them. She automatically checked the rope tethered to her belt and his. Satisfied he was safe in case he accidentally fell from the catwalk, she looked over the wall and down the road. There was nothing as far as she could tell coming from either direction. "Mummy! Hoss!" This time he poked a chubby finger in the space and pointed toward the north. Atty squinted her eyes, but still couldn't spot what her son was talking about. "Sutters?" The guard standing below them at the gate peered up at her. "Yes, madam?" "Fetch the battle lord. Make sure he brings a spyglass." "Yes, madam. Have the battle lord bring a spyglass," the guard repeated and hurried away. Walking over to where Maddox continued his investigation between the logs in the compound's wall, she picked him up and perched him on her hip. "Show me where the horse is." Again, the toddler pointed north. "Hoss! Dare!" His eyes were a dark pink color and intently focused on what he was watching. She tried again to catch what was coming down the road, holding a hand over her eyes to shield them from the bright sunlight. "Atty, what's going on?" She heard her husband ascending the ladder and waited for him to join them before answering. "Maddox sees a horse coming." "Hey, son, where's the horse, Matt?" Yulen took the boy from Atty and bounced him on his own hip. Maddox laughed as he clutched his father's jerkin with both hands. Yulen gave his wife an odd look. "There's traffic moving up and down that road all day, every day. Why did you have me paged?" Atty threw a thumb over her shoulder. "Do you see a horse right now?" She watched him check the deserted highway that was the main artery connecting compounds for over 1,000 miles. He took in both directions before he lifted an eyebrow in her direction. Smiling, Atty nodded. "I can't see one either." "You can't. But he can?" She nodded. Yulen handed their son over to her, then grabbed the spyglass from his back pocket. Pulling out the telescoping case, he peered through it. "Which way?" "From the north." He tried again. After a moment, he moved further down the catwalk for a better angle. "All right, I see it now. Single rider." He lowered the spyglass and pointed. "Come, look." Atty joined him, first using the spyglass, then trying to eyeball it. "Damn!" "Yeah, the boy's got the eyesight of an eagle." Yulen pressed his forehead to his son's curly locks. "Those Mutah eyes of yours are quite something, Matt. I can't wait to find out what else you're capable of seeing when you get older and understand what you're able to do." Using the eyeglass again, Atty scanned the horizon. I wonder who in their right mind would travel alone. Someone who's either very well armed or who doesn't know any better or just doesn't give a damn. Yulen dropped a kiss to his wife's hair before handing over their son. He also gave the tether an experimental tug. Atty waited for him to comment about it, but he didn't. "I need to get back to work. Don't wait for me to join you at supper. There's no telling how long this meeting will last." She nodded, understanding. She and Maddox waved at the figure who waved back before hurrying away. "Daddy go bye-bye." "He has to go do whatever battle lords need to do, Maddox. Some of the time, I don't quite see the point of what he does, but that's not important. He's a good battle lord, and when you get older, he's going to teach you everything you need to know, so that when it's time for you to take over running Alta Novis, you'll be just as good as him, if not better." She studied the child's eyes again, noting their pale color. Maddox had heard what she'd said, although he didn't quite comprehend everything. "Daddy bad award." Atty laughed and gave the child a kiss on the cheek. "Yep, and that makes you the Batto Prince. Come on, let's go visit Grandmama. Hold on tight." Going down